don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
I don't know what's real anymore. I've opened up the door to...
So, just so everyone knows, I have worked with this review. This will be the second or third time that I have actually completely redone this video. And I just want you all to know that this one was difficult. And while I'm not looking for accolades or anything, because I completed it, if it's choppy, if it looks funny, if you see things in odd orders, that's kind of why. This thing kind of rattled me somewhat. So just a little brief, quick little disclaimer, and let's get into our video. Poof! Hello there everyone, this is Tom again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the TFX-07 Paralax Armor. This is the latest 2018, probably the last armor set that we are going to get for the Classics, I would imagine. So, quick look. Here's the box, bottom of the box, side of the box, top of the box, side of the box, and the back of the box. Shows you what you have, and it shows it being used with the Classics Ultra Magnus mold. Let's open up our box here and take us a look and see what we get. Instruction sheet and parts, and as always, empty box. Alright, so let me get this stuff sorted and I'll come back. Right out of the box, everything is packaged nicely and neatly. Let's see here, we get pieces that are taped in. They're very tight in their plastic prison. So, let's see here. That's the top, and here is the bottom. We get wheels that have tape on them. Okay, one for both sides. We get a grill piece. We get side doors, and underneath not sure, but I'm relatively certain we'll figure this out here in a minute. Let's take it out of its plastic and take a look at it here. I'd say those are the shoulders if I was a betting man. Let's see here. I have this bag right here, which is tires and some other pieces. And I just lost a tire. Okay. So. Alright, so here's the parts. And we will take these parts and we will make ourselves a new figure. Okay, so the directions for this is fairly simple. At least it looks that way. There's 20 steps to assemble it. Here's another page of directions. So, and here is a little, they're calling it a footnote page. And it's about how you're supposed to align everything, I think. I am going to go ahead and take off these screws here. take just a moment. Take that one off. Loosen up this one here, if I can. Get in there. Just loosen it up a little bit. Come over to here. Pop this and swing this way. Take the wrist, or the hand and the wrist, because you won't need this anymore, and put it back in place. Take your other screw here and tighten it up. Tighten up your elbow joint screw, and that'll be just fine. Set that one off to the side. Come over here. Repeat. Unscrew. Take that one out. Loosen up this one. Bend this, lift it up, bend it inward. Take your hand and just kind of wiggle it off. Put this back on and take your screw here, put it back in, and here we go. Tighten that back up, tighten this one back up. And he is now ready to receive the armor. Let me say, this is not difficult after you've done it a few times. Getting close here, you can see there's this pretty little metallic, well, it's clear translucent over, I guess that's silver paint, if I had to guess, because there's silver right here. It might be a piece of silver plastic, I don't know. But there's his head. This thing can be kind of problematic to transform. Just flex right here. You can see it's got a tab right there. Pull this open a little bit, flex that, and pull this down. Trust me, you do this, this is going to make your life a lot easier. You have a tab inside of here where this little groove is that you can see, and then you've got two little ports that come down right in here, right here where the windows are, and you've got to kind of maneuver this, see, to get that out, and then you can just pull this off. Took me forever to figure that out, but hopefully you can watch my video and save yourself a little bit of concern there. And this piece is ready to go. These pieces are, they become his guns in his combined mode. Flip those forward, flip that around, pull this down, swing that, wait a minute, what am I doing wrong here? Pull out the handle. Is that it? That might be it. Swing around, pull out, collapse together, and pull that out. See, it's got a hinge here, so it's like that. That's how it is. Yeah, just swings like this so that makes his gun look like that. And that's his two guns, and that's what you get out of the cab piece. These I'll show you what to do with here in a little bit. Here is his hands. They have hinges. You'll see why later. The feet bend down. The tires can move. Right here is his toe, and that'll make his foot. Okay. Close up of this, and a close up of one of the doors. Alright, so we've looked at all the parts. I think the next thing to do is to put him together. And I've got him already pre-assembled here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with the feet. And I don't know if that's officially what you're supposed to start with or not, but you know something? If it's not, we'll all get over it. The toe goes into this slot right here. This part right here will go into this little groove right here. That's how it works. And you can slide it in, kind of like you did with the Paralax armor. It works just fine. You just gotta line it up and then just push it a little bit. And it snaps in place quite satisfyingly. Now I'm going to leave these out because it will be helpful with transformation. Pull that up and he's got a foot on there. Let's do that again. Remember, this piece is going to go in here, So we slide it in place here as best we can. Satisfying click. And if you notice, and it wants to go in here on its own, so you got to pull it out a little bit, pop it out, pull up the kneecaps, pull down the toe. And I have to say, on mine at first, this toe was very, very difficult to get out, so I kind of damaged the paint on it a little bit trying to get it out. I might be able to color match that, but just be aware of that. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead and take his crotch plate and put it on. Just kind of have that done. It latches quite securely. Oh, the stand man. Alright, latches quite securely. So, I'm going to back out a little bit, raise up my camera here so you all can see what I'm doing, and we'll go from here. Alright, I'm going to put the chest plate on next, and it clips. If you notice, it's got an indentation right here and right here, and it'll just, you'll see, it'll line up just perfect. It's got these two little clips right here, which are going to go down inside right here. So what I do is I put this on first and then make sure it's lined up and just kind of clip it in place. And of course this side is being uncooperative, but that's okay because it'll snap right in. These things just come up over his back. Now what do we have left? I'm going to go ahead and put this piece on, and to do that you just pull that down. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to put the tires on, and they just fit right in, just right here, just like this, just like that. We take our piece here, and it's got little notches right here. I don't know if you can see, that'll go in this little groove right here, and they help hold quite well actually. So take it from the bottom, work your way up, and it'll just snap right in place there. Now you can move this to get your upper waist rotation, and it's supposed to just kind of set loosely right there. Brother, why aren't you wanting to stand? Oh, because you've got heel spurs that I haven't flipped out yet. That's why. Yep, that would be why. There we go. Okay. Alright. Let's do the hands. So, this is the top part of the hand. Actually, before I do the hand, I'm going to pop these on real fast. And they literally just friction in place. There's a clip, well, I say friction, but there's a clip here. There's a clip right here and a clip right here on both sides. So they just clip right on, just like that. Okay, now to do the arms, you come in and let me see if I can remember exactly how to do this. There is a post right here which is going to go into this hole right here, which helps secure it. It doesn't do the greatest job ever was, but it is okay. Alright, Now then, we fold this up, we rotate this back, and how did I do that before? Because I was supposed to go like that, and then this closes up. That's not correct. What am I doing wrong here? Maybe I'm doing the wrong arm on the wrong side. I'd say that's probably what I was doing wrong. Yep, that's what I was doing wrong. Okay. Wrong arm, or right arm, however you want to say it, wrong side. Okay, there's that. Let's get the other one here. Open it up. Close that up. Lighten that up. Stick it in place. And come down here and just close this flap around that, and that will help keep it in place. Alright, now for the shoulders, these things are kind of fun. You've got hinges and whatnot, and the trick is you want it to come in and lock in behind and then come around like this. So open this up, and that post will go into that screw hole right there, and it just kind of frictions in there. It doesn't stay permanently. Then you flip that around and you okay. Do that over here as best you can without trying to knock anything off. Get in there, spin around, down. Oh, my arm fell off. Which that is a problem with this set. It's both a problem, and when we transform it to vehicle mode, it'll be almost an asset that the hand can come off. You'll see what I mean. Let's see here. Put it in place. Okay, the last thing we need to do is take his stand up, man, stand up. Okay. Is take these, and they come in at an angle, and they clip right on here. Now maybe they clip on this one. That can't be right. Don't be that way, man. Get in there. I guess they do. I guess they clip in this way. Okay. I promise you they clip into place. If they clip into place that way, why can't they clip into place? Because there's not enough clearance. Okay. So yeah, these come in right here like this, and I'm not going to push them in all the way because I want to be able to push them to take them out later. When we transform this thing, get in there. Get in there. Don't be that way. There we go. Okay. And here he is, all armored up. And ready to go. He can hold his weapons. There's a groove in his hand right here. Give him, well, I suppose he has a right and a left weapon. That hand, I'm telling you, that is an issue. But if you're just going to pose him, it won't be. But, you know, if he's going to go up on your shelf and, you know, he never moves again, then it shouldn't be an issue. But some things do get in the way. But that's kind of typical with third-party add-on kits. Alright, so standing in this mode, he comes to just over 8 inches high, Shoulder to shoulder, he is, let's say 4.5. Width-wise, shy of 3. Okay. Articulation. The head is on a hinge and a ball joint, so it'll go all the way around if you want it to. Shoulders are unhindered by this kibble to go around. They can go out about that far. Let's see here. You have a wrist swivel, but you have to be really careful not to knock it off. The hands are kind of interesting. You've got a hinge right here for the thumb, and then a single cast finger set on a ball joint, and that's because it turns into gas tanks or some crazy thing like that when we get to robot or mode, car mode. Hips, they're kind of hindered back here in the back, but you still have all your outward movement. Bends the knee. You undo this. Well, how was I doing that? Oh, yeah, you got toe hinge here. So, let's see, how wide of a stance can we give him? I mean, we can... He's still flat-footed, folks. He's still flat-footed. Okay, so that's a really wide stance. That's wider than what you would ever need, I think. But, alright, let's see here. So, here he is with City Commander, just to give you a sense of scale. And they're about the same height. If I had to say, he's maybe just a little bit smaller. Let's see here. The head sculpts are different. Let me zoom in here. You can see that's more of a kind of Japanese robot head sculpt, and that's kind of a Japanese robot head sculpt too, but they're very different. They're very different. Okay, so there he is with the other Fans Project armor. Let's see here. For you movie fans, here he is with movie Bumblebee. And here he is with Classics Prime. Just to get you all a sense of scale. So as you can see, he's considerably bigger in the armor than he was as just a Classics Ultra Magnus. Let's see here. Here he is with Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. Again, just for a sense of scale. Let's see here. Here it is with Dinobot. Let's see here. Here it is with a Titan's Return Deluxe. Scale wise. Let's see, what else? For you Beast Wars fans. Okay. For you Armada fans. Okay. And I think there's only one comparison left, and that is your friend and mine, Legend Scale Nemesis Prime. Damn it, Tom! Stop buying upgrade kits for primes. They don't need it, unless it's for me. You can buy as many upgrade kits for me as you want. How about I just let you have his gun, Nemesis? Yeah, well, you know, I guess I'll take that. I'm having performance issues. Get the hell out. I'm going. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, folks. Let's see here. I guess we're going to need to transform this thing. Lord help me. Okay, so transforming this thing can be problematic. Let me put it like that. It can be problematic. Mostly because of the arms and trying to figure out exactly what to do with them. And the first thing you do is you take the guns and you basically turn them back into the windshield, windscreen, whatever the thing is. That thing. Okay? Make sure everything pops together the way it's supposed to. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and take off the hands. It's just, it'll be better later. Go ahead and remove these pieces that you hopefully haven't completely locked into place. There we go. Alright. Take this opportunity to rotate at the waist, and as you can see, this has grooves. It's going to go right in there, or you may not have been able to see, but yeah, you just trust me. Now, there is a proper way of doing this. This has to come up, this has to come down, this comes, you undo this like we would for Classics. Let's see, how did I do this? This swings in. I've done something wrong already. That's not a good sign here. That comes around, that comes up, comes over, and bends like that. That comes down. Tom, you're doing it wrong again. So I hear. So I hear. This is going to come in and fill like that. What you doing wrong, Tommy boy? Come on, Tommy boy, what are you doing wrong here? Think for a minute. Because that's correct. That comes up and over. This opens up and comes in, and that fills in the... makes the cab here. Comes around. Oh yeah, I've got to... first, down, up. That's going to come in and down and around like this. That's it, Tommy boy. You got it now. Alright, so go ahead and bring that in, send it around, bend your elbow here, and bring it all in. And I hope that came off on camera, because I don't care to do it again. Now, at this point, you can take your hand here, open it up, and let's see here. This is going to go, you're going to orientate it so it looks like this. And then you just plug it back in to the hole that it came out of. Put it over a little bit so you can get in there. Get in there, and it'll kind of look like that, which is fine. That's fine. So let's see if I can do that again. Okay, this comes in and up, and over and around. And you only cuss at it a little bit because there's kids watching your show. All right. Bend that down, bend that around, and kind of flex things a little bit that you really don't want to flex until it comes. You pop that off, and that comes in, and now you got to put this thing back on, which isn't as big of a deal as I'm trying to make it out to be. In fact, it might be easier if we just discontinued that while we're trying to transform it all together anyway. Let's see here, get in there. Alright, okay. Then we bring our hand back in, open it up, take it goes. Pull that down so it fills in the gap. Position that appropriately. And there it is. Now, take our feet here, pull them down, and don't disconnect them. Take your feet here, pull them down, snap them into place, make sure your heel spurs are up so that it lies upright. Take your wheels, rotate them forward, just like that. Combine them together. Bend at the waist, pull up the knees, bend it at the waist, so that you can get the clearance that you need to get it the rest of the way on in. And then lock it into place as best as you can. And that, oh, nope, we missed a step, didn't we? We sure did. Take the head, push it down, rotate it around maybe. Yeah, there we go, that worked. Bring these flaps up so that they will cover right there. Recombine these two pieces with that hinge right there, that hinge right there. And now we just need to connect them to the cab, which, if you remember, they slide in right here and they come in right here as well. So it's all about lining everything up properly and making sure it all tabs in the way it's supposed to. Get in there. There we go. Don't be that way. Get in there. There we go. You know what? That's the thing. If you see me struggling with it, at least you know that when I get done struggling with it, it's either possible or you may not want to fight with it at all. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I do reviews, is so people can actually see what they're maybe getting into. Last thing we have to do are the smokestacks, and they clip in with the clips right there, and it is a solid snap. Makes me feel good about it. Oh, and if you didn't know, he's got missiles right there. Makes me feel good about the snap. So there we go. And there is Ultra Magnus, fully transformed. It wasn't as bad as I was afraid it was going to be. Usually when you turn on the camera, things get strange. So from the tip of his smokestacks, looks like he's coming in at 4 3/4. Width wise, he's 2 3/4. Length wise, he is 8 1/2. Okay. And for a final comparison, here it is next to MP10, who has came apart on me since I sat him down. Alright, here it is next to MP10. So, as you can see, it's bigger in cab mode. That is for definite sure. Okay. As far as final thoughts go on this figure, I really can't tell if I like him or not. I'm going to have to ponder on it and think. He's got some really nice aesthetic cues, He's got paint where it's applied really well, but it falls off of him so easily, and I don't understand that. This is not Fans Project's first Parallax Armor, so were they just being lazy, or did they just not really care? Parts occasionally fall off, well, more than occasionally if I'm being honest. He's difficult to pose without stuff falling off. You lose waist articulation there with the tires and the way that it comes down. I'm not a fan of the guns, but you know, they're okay. I don't know. I bought this and the red armor to go on my primes, and I was extremely excited about having them here, but in hand, they're not fun to flip back and forth. And if you're looking for something that you would enjoy going back and forth between the two modes, this is not it for you. I can see this guy posed on a shelf with the others and being just fine, but as a standalone, I can't really recommend it, and that's sad because I like the Parallax stuff. So there you go, that's kind of my opinion. And now, to answer the burning question on everyone's mind, how does Ultra Magnus in the Paralax TFX-06 Armor, made by Fans Project, scale with Metroplex? And there you can see he's a good sized truck just compared to the feet of Metroplex. So I guess we need to see what he looks like in robot mode. And here he is in robot mode. I still haven't really made up my mind whether or not I like this guy. So, yeah, we may have to look through the Optimus Prime review to find out for sure. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Vitamin John. Operators are standing by.